Thursday morning, I wake up early. I spend the night in the house of a family that has prepared some rooms to rent to tourists, a kind of guest house. I get up and load the suitcases on the quad to start my route to the Gulf of Kotor and the Bay of Risan. At 5 o'clock in the morning, I felt the arrival of a cruise ship, and I went to see it. I was impressed to see a cruise of so many plants there in the middle. It's immense that just is in a small bay and stands out even more. I went around the golf course of Kotor by quad bike, and it is full of hotels, cafes, restaurants, and some apartments that are in front of the sea. The one-way road along the Bay of Kotor is very beautiful. And I just see a police car with siren on that suddenly tells me to move aside. And I see many cars with young people inside and the flag of the country out of the window. You can see that they are celebrating the end of the school year. They are doing some kind of graduation. And that is when I start to see the complications of this area. Since I am in Montenegro, I start to see Montenegrin flags on some cars. Others were with Serbian flags. And there were also flags of the Republika Srpska. The theme is very diverse.
But they are finishing high school. They are at the last year. Today is the last day of school, and that's what they celebrate.
Okay, so today party.
Yeah, a party of young people.
Oh, very good. Good, thank you.
After the closing ceremony, I continue and I pass all this road along the sea, the Gulf of Kotor, the Bay of Risan. I arrive in Perast and I see Our Lady of the Rocks, which is a small island where there is a monastery, a small building. As I cannot go with the quad, I send the drone to show it to me.
ha entrat el creuer que estava aparcat a Kotor. Ha de ser impressionant de veure'l passar per aquí. Per aquest lloc tan estrany.
I have the canteens among the boxes and they are all empty. I use only the bottle that fogged up when I put it in the fountain. Look, this bottle that was supposed to last me one night, I'm using it as a canteen in the last minute. The good thing is that since it has this little hole here, this slit, it can be held in place with the rubber. The canteens that I carry wouldn't hold it. It's plastic, but it's very practical. Very nice. Very nice, huh? Very cool. We'll come and have a barbecue one day.
Let's go!
Without realizing it, I arrived at the border because I thought Croatia started much further down. And I got to the border with Montenegro. So I crossed the border, left Montenegro, and now there should be a Croatian checkpoint ahead. And it was very easy to pass. There was a vehicle in front of me that had just arrived. It took me only a few minutes. I just had to show the passports and the papers of the vehicle. After crossing the Croatian border, I had a route prepared that goes along the coast. It is only a few kilometers, but it is very cool because I have the sea at my feet. I keep climbing towards the city of Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is also a city with medieval walls, ancient, very nice to see. And with more time, I would like to go back there sometime. It's getting late, so I have to continue my way north because the goal is to get to Split. Before I get there, about 20 kilometers from Split, if you go up through Croatia, there's a point where Croatia ends and Bosnia begins. It is the only exit from Bosnia that has the sea next to it, and it belongs to a small town, Neum, and it is also the only exit that separates Croatia into two parts. But by not crossing the border twice between Bosnia and Croatia and back, Croatians can go from one side to the other without going through Bosnia because they have built a bridge. a modern bridge, very new, called the Pelgesak Bridge. And it is a suspension bridge. And so you avoid crossing two borders. I go over this bridge and I go all the way up the Adriatic coast to the north. It also coincides with the sunset on the other side of the Adriatic, which is really worth seeing. It is a very beautiful route because on the left you have the Adriatic Sea and on the right you have a whole rock formation. The only way out for people is to go up or down because all you have behind you is a mountain. I arrived in Split and I'm in a restaurant where they are playing very loud Croatian music. And this is my dinner. It's the second course of the dinner. Some spaghetti with clams. The clams are hidden, but there is a lobster on top. I arrive at a small hotel where I have already booked a room for the night. The next day I leave Split and cross the border to start the adventure. This is where the real trail begins. Let's get to work. I'm sure tomorrow will be a very fun day.